Hey everyone, Trevor Farnes with Mountain Ops. I'm here with my amazing friend Chad Hymas of Royal Creek Ranches.
Hi Trevor.
Really appreciate this opportunity. Mountain Ops has been out here today with Chad. We've got an incredible partnership starting, and I want to have Chad tell us a little bit about this and what we've been doing here today, what you're doing out here at Royal Creek Ranches. And
we're out, we're doing a lot, and we're out in the middle of God's country. I think just about 45 minutes outside of Salt Lake City, Utah. I think it probably is about maybe a 60-minute drive from your headquarters in the Kaysville area, and we've created this experience with the lodge and the pheasant hunting, the retreats. I, of course, do corporate training, leadership training for a living, and so we do a lot of that out here, but we've incorporated a lot of my passion for the outdoors as well.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
I met Chad about 4 months ago, and our friendship has just been incredible. I actually met him the day my dad passed away, which was a kind of a moment in life where I needed strength. I needed someone that understood what I was going through, and my dad actually broke his neck exactly where Chad broke his neck, and so Chad was kind enough to come out a few weeks later to our leadership team's retreat and do some training for us. And I just needed the strength that Chad brought to my life and to the life of our team at that time. And ever since then, there's just been all this collaboration between the two of us, and an opportunity now to bring our customers, our ambassadors, our team out here to experience something pretty incredible, and we want others to have that same experience. And today we've been out here having some fun, doing a lot. Every year at Mountain Ops, we take our team on a leadership retreat, and we go to some place like this, but we've never found a place exactly like this, because there's something special here, and there's a lot to do, a lot to experience.
The last 22 years, with all my travel to different resorts, and there are some gorgeous resorts, I wanted to create something that was absolutely different, that encompassed kind of a little bit of everything, and so we've tried to create that here with the lodge that we're in now, the addition to the lodge with the sleeping quarters, and there's just a lot. The UTV and the ATV excursions, the fishing ponds, the pheasant hunting, the upland game bird hunting, the elk right across the creek. There's a lot here. The amphitheater. I mean, there's a lot to do. We can host as large a number as 400 to 500, and as few as 15 to 20 people. There's really something for everybody.
Yeah. So today we've been out here with our team, and we've been the activities that we did. We started the morning with some pheasant hunting.
Well, we started with breakfast.
That's right. Breakfast was incredible.
We had breakfast, and then we went. This morning. You did a field hunt first.
We did a field hunt. And how many fields do you have here?
There's 9 fields. So we have 9 different fields on the property, thousands of acres. Those 9 fields can be broken up into several different catacombs as well. But,
just beautiful creations all around us, and a lot of sage. And you've got ups and downs and some canyons to go through it. It's a lot of fun because the terrain is varied, and you see a lot.
And a lot of water for the birds to hide in. Those creeks are down deep in the ground, and so that's what I like about this piece of property as well. Is its elevation, it varies very. The dichotomy is different, and so there's a lot of different cover, different cover here. So
that's awesome. Then we came back, had an incredible lunch, some tortilla soup, and then we went out from there on the side-by-sides and covered some ground. There's about 8 side-by-sides, ATVs for us to go out, and the team piled in those, and we took off for a ride. We drove up by your amphitheater. How many people does that seat? About
4,000.
4,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 4,000.
So think of holding an event out here, bringing your team, and doing some training in the outdoors while you're outside, and then you have if weather or whatnot, or if you want to do inside, you've got this incredible lodge to be in as well. And then all these, what do you call them? The sheep camps.
The sheep camps are they're kind of they have a lot of history to them.
Yeah.
We have 22 sheep camps. The lodge that we're in now, we can do up to 400 people at an event. Right now we're upstairs of that event center. The conference room's downstairs, and there's some breakout rooms as well that we can do masterminds and brainstorming in. I hold my own retreats here as well, and then the sleeping quarters, Pheasant Haven Lodge, is right behind us. That connects by a corridor. Mm-hmm. Then of course we have mounts.
Incredible mounts all over. If you want to come and see some wildlife that you've maybe never seen up close, it's
a lot of fun.
Incredible.
The mounts are great. They're a collection of many years.
Yeah. When we pulled up this morning too, there's a big fire pit outside and seating for like 20 or 30 people. I don't know.
There's 20 or 30 in the front, right? And then you got the upper row, another 20 or 30.
Yeah.
So that's 60 people.
And
then there's a cauldron that burns right in the middle. That's kind of a cool.
Yeah.
I got that idea from a guy by the name of Doug Eckelson, and I thought it was an incredible idea. And so we put that right in the middle of both both lodges, and so it can kind of, I don't know, I think it ties both lodges together. It's a really nice add-on.
No, it's amazing. And then as you look out from that fire pit and from the windows here, you see deer.
We got deer. Look, I mean, there's deer right outside.
Just right outside.
It's unreal. So
and then there's a pioneer cemetery up there as well. That's a pretty special place.
Cemetery. Johnson family has been around for a long time, decades, and so they're all around us. And this cemetery is really kind of dedicated to their families, which is a pioneer heritage from how Utah was founded, how Salt Lake City was founded and started. It's really got a great heritage and history to it.
Yeah, and our team at Mountain Ops, we love the outdoors, so we're used to getting out and doing some of the stuff that we did today. But our team, after lunch, we split up in two, and half of our group went and shot clay pigeons. But if you've never done that before, you've got a pro shop here that corporations can come in, hold their retreats here, use your guns, use your ammo. You go out, set them up with the clays. They can practice for the first time, or if they've done it a lot, they can come and have a fun time blasting those pigeons. And then half of us went and set up. There was some 3D archery out here that we went and shot some elk on a 3D archery course with our team. We love shooting bows. So
I want to make sure that you shot the 3D elk and not the live elk, because we have 260 head of live elk out here.
All 3D. I have it.
Can we say that?
Yeah, all 3D.
But that's one thing we do. We do have a lot of elk that are actually moving and roaming around out here that we breed up, and that it's fun to take people out there to see some elk, the size of elk probably that they've never seen before in their life. These elk are massive animals. They're majestic creatures.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. You did shoot the right elk.
We shot the right elk. All of us shot the same one, and we might have had a few Robin Hood's arrows hitting arrows in there, but it was a blast. And we had some kids here with us today too. Some of our team members, kids came, and they were shooting their bows as well.
Yeah, they went to the fish ponds too.
They went down to the fish ponds. So yeah, you've got trophy trout fish ponds.
Trophy trout. We got about 2.5 or a little under 2.5 acres of trophy trout, browns, rainbows, and brookies.
Yeah.
And that's a fun area to be in.
Yeah, it's beautiful, picturesque too. And then we did something I've never done before, and a European
driven hunt. Yeah, driven hunt.
And
you guys are all at the base of the cliff, and we're driving birds off, pushing birds off, and the barrels stay hot.
Yeah.
Barrels never go cold, and you hear guys that we try and keep the language pure and clean. They're missing birds left and right, and there's so many birds.
So much action, right?
There's a lot of action.
So the adrenaline is kind of nonstop for an hour.
That's a rush. That's a rush hunt. That's a fun hunt.
That's a rush hunt. And then what I love about that, if you're out here doing that, you can go after with the dogs and clean up in the fields.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So great scenario and great experience to try something new. Team building experiences are just endless out here.
Yeah.
So, and then, I come back here and I sit with you, and I just can't wait to bring my team out here. We experienced it with about 12 members of the Mountain Ops team, but, this place would house most of the Mountain Ops team if we came out and did a retreat, and that's what we're looking forward to doing. And all of these opportunities are extended to people we know, right? That's right. That's what we want.
We're going to, hold this exclusive to about 50 founding members, and then kind of extend out from there. But we're going to really hold true to those founding members, and that's our business model and what we're after. And so, we want to create that experience for people.
Yeah.
Allow them to bring their families out as well. There should be something that they feel like they have a partnership and an ownership to where they can come out and send their families out and enjoy it. So.
Yeah, one thing that membership includes that just last time we met and we talked about it just really drove home the value for me. I mean, it would be worth whatever to pay to just come and have that experience, is an opportunity to hunt with a child who's kind of, in their
last leg of life.
They've got a terminal illness, and
so we partnered up with some hospitals in the area where these terminally ill children come out, and I always get asked, hey, can we come hunt the ground? Because they see the deer, or they see the elk, or they mainly want a deer hunt. There's some big deer on the property, and we tell them absolutely. You're just not allowed to shoot, and they don't understand what we're talking about. And then we explain, we are actually going to allow you and ask you to take a 12, 13, or 14-year-old male or female out and pick them up and set them in a side-by-side and let them fish, hunt pheasants, or hunt deer, and you get to become one of their family members. You and your family get to become part of their family and be with this infant or this young adult before they leave into the next world. And it's an incredible, so that is something that I'm very passionate about, because I had the opportunity to do that before my accident. And that, as many elk as I've taken and as many deer as I've taken in my lifetime, I would give them all back for that one experience with that kid that I had. And so that's something that I will always cherish for the rest of my life. And then we ended up losing that Jason about 9 months later. His name was Jason. We lost him 9 months after that happened, but I still have the photos, still stay in contact with the family. And so that is something that has stuck with me for my entire life, and want people to still have that same feeling and that same relationship with that family that they have helped create, and they're part of that, right? Because you're actually picking up a kid that, if they can't walk, or if they can't breathe very well, or maybe they're not able to physically actually hold, or maybe they're afraid, or maybe they just want to go out and go for a ride and go for an excursion on an ATV. They just want to be out. What a memory.
They just want to forget the pain that they might be going through, and
this is best medicine in the world.
Yeah.
And so so that we allow them to do that instead of, so we when they say, hey, does my membership include a hunt? Yes.
Yeah.
You get to take somebody that's very special that you will never forget. And so you're right. I think that's the best perk.
Well, and I think that's kind of why we're coming together, right? I know the passion you have around helping people, and that's the passion and the mission of Mountain Ops, to improve individuals' lives and families' lives. And so when you told us that, I mean, I just got the chills, because I was like, we can all come out here, we can experience some incredible sceneries, we can experience some incredible activities, but to allow someone else that may not have that opportunity and may not have an opportunity to experience much more in life, to put a smile on their face, to lift them up. They rise highest who lift as they go. We always say that at Mountain Ops, and that's worth its weight right there. And it's
worth
really
it to
priceless,
me.
right?
It's worth it to me, absolutely.
So
I can say it's worth it to me. Well, it's been a pleasure to have you guys out today. We really enjoyed having you. It's always the highlight of my week or my day when people come out and get to see this and use it as their own. And so it's been a pleasure to be able to come out and visit and break some bread and have a good time.
It's awesome. Thanks, Chad.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thank you.